Shalom, it's Amon Abad. Let's start off with giving all praise and honor glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Ophilit, this pushing the truth, calls for comes earth from truth, sincerity, and charity. And it is exalting the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and it's teaching the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Alright, I'm gonna get to a little quick sit down about how Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, you know, they searching for answers, and they want to know like what's going on, or they want to know more about things that's going on in the world, for say, or they looking for like a spiritual peace or understanding about why our people killing each other, or they want to understand why our people are such in a bad predicament. And then you have those among in Israel, people in Israel, that you try to tell them the truth. You try to get them, you try to show them, give them a little bit. You don't want to give them all your, jewels, but you want to just give like the basics, show them the basics, about who are the Israelites, in that, or just going to about like how Israel is only gonna be saving not the whole world, not these so-called white people and these other nations, but you get those among Israel that buck up to that little bit, that you want to show them, and they can't receive it, and it kind of like it kind of blows your mind a little, but just to see how that person or these people that you try to teach on how it's byways, or a person that you might run into like an old friend or something like that, and they can't attain what you understand in the spirit. It's a spiritual understanding. It's not carnal, but they can't receive it. So I just want to get into the scriptures about it. So this is Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blind. So the only the elect of Israel, only those Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which Yahawah is the most high name, and Yahawashi is the son's name, who y'all ignorantly call, God and Jesus, But yeah, only the election, only the 144,000, the 1/3, and all have obtained the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, of the Lord, in the Spirit, through the Spirit, and they ain't bugging up to it, or they understanding it, and they receiving it, and it's like I say, it's a beautiful thing to understand the knowledge of the Lord, and not to, for me, for say, not to buck up, not to buck up against it. That just shows, those that buck up against it and don't agree with it, y'all shy and deal with it. So I'm gonna go to let me make sure I don't want to skip nothing. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go Romans 11:8. According as it is written, Yahawah hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that should not see, ears that should not hear, unto this day. So, hey, the Most High, Yahawah, can really open your mind. If if you sincere, want to understand, or like I said, the Most High know your spirit, cause your spirit is like the oldest thing, older than the planet. We've been here. I don't want to be slocky if I'm wrong about that, but the spirit's, been here, many times. So Yahweh knows your spirit. He made, you and so forth. So he only give to those that is acceptable. You know, like which I was saying earlier is the scripture just said earlier is the elect. The election. The elect men. So let me go to next verse. And before I go to this verse, David, going to how the scriptures itself, it's tricky too. Like this knowledge, understanding the Lord, it can be tricky. It can be tricky amongst these people that's in these churches, tripping, slocky. The people in these churches, they get tripped up by the word of the Lord and these other Israelite camps, that's out about, trying to teach the word, but Spirit of the Lord not dealing with them to understand that could be a snare to them, and by them teaching wrong doctrine and not understanding the scriptures and trying to teach the word, and they're going about the wrong way of doing it. The Lord gonna get them for it, and not really I say want to turn away from their ways of the way they teaching and just go to the real men of the Lord, which is like I said, the apostles, elders, a great millstone, and get the knowledge, But I'm just gonna read it. Romans 11:9. David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. So I say, these Baptist church preachers, these preachers in these churches, I say other Israelite camps, it's a stumbling block to them. They don't understand the scriptures and the Spirit of the Lord. Cause like I say, the Spirit not dealing with them. They mind is closed. Like the scripture I just read before this scripture, Romans 11:8. I said like Most High had closed their ears and their eyes, which is the spiritual understanding. So let me go to let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna end it off with Matthew 13:13. Therefore speak I to them in parables. It's Yahawashi. So keep reading. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing not and hearing. It's like in hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. So Yahawashi, himself, it's a trap and a stumbling block, because back 2,000 years ago when he was here, when he was teaching amongst 12 and other men as well, like he was giving them other understanding and mysteries, through in the spirit, for them, on the side, not around all the other Israelites that was about and around Yahawashi. Yahawashi gave other understandings, of the word and spiritual understanding to amongst the 12 and other men that he shared his secrets and mysteries with. So that's them parables, that the men, that come back today, that could be men of the Lord, that's under the right umbrella, you could say, under the right church, that foundation, which is great millstone through the apostles, elders, a great millstone, So, I ain't want to get make this too long. I just wanted to bring that out because it just I know I was telling somebody, try to tell somebody just a little bit of understanding that I know, but they just couldn't receive it. They buck up to it. They rejected the word at that. They said, the person saying, I don't care what that book say. But but you know how the folks claim that I know God, but you gotta know the Most High is to know know His words, the scriptures. If you don't understand the scriptures, if you don't read and don't accept it, then and don't even accept the whole book for that matter. When they say I don't know, I don't like deal with like some of the book. I don't deal with all of the book, but the scripture said that the scripture said that I come in the volume of the book. So you gotta accept the whole understanding of the book, not just some of it. So I know I'm just gonna end it off with that. So to the apostles, elders, and to the sisters out there, Great Millstone, and to the few sisters that do listen, do it to the end, Shalom.